Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot, and tonight we're continuing on with our mini-series ranking the dinosaurs of the Jurassic Park movies in terms of not just importance, but general awesomeness as well. Reminder that this is based on their movie appearance and not my love for each individual dinosaur, or these rankings could be very different. Today's numbers 15 through 11, but do let me know in the comments down below if you would rearrange things a little bit. I imagine as we get further into the series, these lists are going to get a little bit more controversial. Today is the day of the herbivores, and for number 15 on our list, we're going with Stegosaurus. I know, such a beloved dinosaur, so low on the list, but outside of that scene in The Lost World, Stegosaurus just doesn't do much in the franchise, despite feeling for some reason like a pretty key Jurassic Park dinosaur. They pop up in Jurassic World briefly, and they do re-emerge later in The Lost World, but their primary appearance is the scene where they try to swipe Sarah Harding's head off her shoulders because she took a photo of their kid, which by the way, you just don't go take photos of people's kids. It was a dumb idea in retrospect really, wasn't it? The baby is actually totally adorable, it really is, but the actual section lasts about 5 seconds, the actual action scene, and the CGI with the big Stegosauruses kind of looks a little ridiculous in retrospect if you go back and rewatch it. Sorry Stegosaurus, I love you, I do, but 15 it is. Number 14 is another key Jurassic Park dinosaur that also doesn't get much screen time, Parasaurolophus. I initially had this Cretaceous hadrosaur at number 15, but it's been saved by its appearance in the game trail scene in The Lost World. Now, Parasaurolophus is of course one of the first dinosaurs ever seen in Jurassic Park, spotted down at the lake just after Grant et al. See the Brachiosaurus initially, and it's a beautiful moment, it really is. But in The Lost World, the Parasaur lifts two guys off the ground and swings them around like a fairground ride, and then it later rampages around in a fiery destroyed camp, so, that's pretty cool too. Those who've seen my JPOG seasons know this is one of my all-time favourite dinosaurs to have in the park. I was saying this just the other day, but I wish I had more time to shine in the actual films. Next up at 13 we have a dinosaur in a pretty similar situation, the Pachycephalosaurus. It really doesn't appear much in the films at all outside of the game trail scene in The Lost World, but this late Cretaceous dinosaur, nicknamed Friar Tuck by Roland Tembo for fairly obvious reasons, puts in an awesome performance worthy of a higher spot as it literally headbutts a dude via a car door through to the other side of a jeep. It is one of the coolest scenes in all of Jurassic Park. Honestly, Pachycephalosaurus could get number 1 on this list for this alone. I love that scene so much. It also makes a very brief reappearance in Jurassic World as one is shown being captured after breaking out of its habitat, but it's so insignificant as to be barely worth mentioning. But I did anyway. Shut up. At number 12 we have our first proper Jurassic Park dinosaur in the Gallimimus. The Gallimimus scene is, of course, awesome. A herd of fleeing galleys nearly tramples Alan, Lex and Tim as they flock in their general direction, before one of them gets stranded alone and slaughtered by a hungry Rexy. Tim finds a new fetish, Lex is disgusted, everyone has a good time. This is just their only real appearance in the films outside of brief moments in the others, including a baby version in Jurassic World, and it doesn't feel as though it had to be a Gallimimus for that scene to work. Really, Rexy is the star of that scene, the galleys are just there to be eaten, and if that was worth a higher place in this list, then the goat from earlier in the film would also be worthy of a higher spot. Our final dinosaur today takes us back to Jurassic World for number 11 and Ankylosaurus. This armoured beastie first really appeared in Jurassic Park 3, albeit briefly during the river scene, but it was in Jurassic World that it got the chance to shine. Not only does it bash around the children in the gyrosphere, always a plus, but one of them actually goes toe to toe with the Indominus Rex. Yes, the Anky is used to basically show the strength and power of the Indominus, but it does such a good job fighting back and looking like a badass in the process that it deserves a high spot on this list. Too often in Jurassic Park are the herbivores left behind, treated as second class to the starring carnivores. It was nice to have a herbivore actually put up a fight for once and kick some ass, even if it did get eaten a minute later. That's it for today folks, and we are officially halfway. Most of the remaining dinosaurs actually have pretty expanded roles in the films compared to the ones we've seen so far, and the next 5 in particular I think are going to be very difficult to rank. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you lovely folks in that next episode. Cheers, much love, and as always, bye bye. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, please consider smashing that like button down below. It really helps me out. And also hitting the subscribe button if you want to be kept up to date with brand new videos about dinosaurs, animals, aliens, and everything else we do here on the BestInSlot channel. All of you who have subscribed so far, that's awesome. Make sure you hit that little bell icon. I'll highlight it now, otherwise you may actually miss out on the content anyway, because YouTube is silly. Thank you guys so much. Much love.